It's been a wintry day across South Africa except for KwaZulu-Natal and the Lowveld where things still remain warm. You'll see the low pressure heading off the Eastern Cape coast on Thursday afternoon with a large cold front associated with it. That's brought in showers over the southern and southeastern part of South Africa on Thursday, as well as a windy day along the Eastern Cape coast with a cold snap of air pushing in behind that cold front. Now overnight we're expecting showers mainly over the southern and southeastern part of South Africa with the possibility of snowfall over the high-lying regions of the Eastern Cape, and we're expecting a particularly cold night over the interior. The snow continues through to early Friday morning, and that's mainly over the high-lying regions of the Eastern Cape with the possibility of light rain or drizzle along parts of the Eastern Cape and KwaZulu-Natal coast. Some cloud remains over the western and southern parts with fine and cold weather over the central and northeastern part of South Africa, and we'll also see cooler weather for the Lowveld as well as KwaZulu-Natal. The South African Weather Service have issued a warning for the possibility of heavy rain and localized flooding along the Eastern Cape coast, with a warning for disruptive snowfalls over parts of the Eastern Cape, and that's mainly in the mountainous regions, and a warning for gale force winds extends along the coast between Cape St. Francis and Durban. And then lastly, there's a warning for high seas along the coast between Cape Agulhas and Richards Bay. Showers are expected mainly over the Eastern Cape overnight, with isolated showers as we head towards the Western Cape and KwaZulu-Natal, and we're forecasting snow, and that's mainly over the high-lying regions of the Eastern Cape overnight and into early Friday morning. Gale force southwesterly winds gust along the Eastern Cape coast on Thursday. We've also had a particularly windy day over South Africa's interior. Tomorrow we're expecting wind speeds of up to 20 kilometers per hour over South Africa's interior, with a southerly to southwesterly wind over the eastern parts, bringing in that cooler weather over the eastern part of South Africa, with strong winds in the forecast along the KwaZulu-Natal coastline. Overnight we're expecting bitterly cold conditions over the interior, but particularly for the Free State and the Highveld, where minimums will drop below zero. A freezing start of the day in Graaff-Reinet, 8 degrees as we head into Cape Town and Bombela, 15 for Richards Bay and 1 for Mahikeng and Kimberley. Then tomorrow you'll see that cooler weather move in over the eastern parts, 19 from Bombela through to Durban. We head into the mid-teens along the coast from George through to East London, as well as for Gauteng, 11 degrees for Bethlehem, Graaff-Reinet and Bishu, and a slightly warmer day in the west to the high of 17 for Cape Town. It's a dry day on Saturday, other than some light rain for Richards Bay. Still cold over the interior throughout the weekend, but with a slow recovery in those maximums, particularly in the west, with a high of 21 for Cape Town. That's all from the Weather Centre for now. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday.